Well, students and their lawyer fought to keep a religious business group on the University of Iowa campus. A federal judge in Davenport heard the case of Business Leaders in Christ versus the University of Iowa. The university removed the group's on-campus privileges like free meeting space and funding from student activity fees after it refused to allow a gay member to have a leadership position. The religious group says its leaders must live according to their beliefs, which bars same-sex relationships. Both sides claim the other is being discriminatory.
The judge really seemed to get that there's a problem when the university is allowing all organizations to select leaders that embrace their mission, but denying our clients that same right because of its religious beliefs. The university told our clients they would never force an environmental group to select a climate denier as their leaders. It would never force a Muslim group to admit Christians as its leaders. It would never force a pro-choice group to have pro-lifers as its leaders.
The university says it has an obligation to ensure a non-discriminatory environment on campus, and that includes sexual orientation.
Is asking a judge to force the University of Iowa to allow the organization back on campus.
The group Business Leaders in Christ says the university unfairly denied them campus privileges because, well, they didn't let a gay man be a group leader. KCRG TV9 Chantel Navarro joins us live from Iowa City.
Chantel, you talked with another student group today. What did the people in that group have to say?
Beth and Bruce, I spoke with an LGBTQ group who says they support the college's decision.
Justly so. They had their status as a student organization revoked.
Alex Baer is the outreach director for Spectrum UI, the first LGBT university club in the United States. He says what Business Leaders in Christ did wasn't right.
The sole reason that he didn't get that position was because of his identity. A fully qualified person in all other pursuits, yet because of that aspect of their identity, they were denied that position.
Business Leaders in Christ says the university isn't allowing it to honor its beliefs, that intimate relationships should only be between one man and one woman in marriage.
When they become a student org officially, they agree to be open to the student body. And in doing so, they agreed to accept students of all identities.
The University of Iowa requires groups that have campus privileges, free meeting space, funding from student fees, must follow the Human Rights Clause, which bars groups from treating people differently based on things like race, status as a U.S. veteran, sexual orientation, and gender identity. Business Leaders in Christ says that aspect of university rules stifles their religious freedom, something they say the Constitution guarantees.
They are free to continue as an organization. No one is telling them that they can't meet. However, because this is a public institution, because they're receiving funding in many aspects and receiving location to hold meetings, they need to abide by non-discrimination policies, which our state recognizes sexual orientation.
I reached out to Business Leaders in Christ as well as a student in question, but haven't heard back. You can find UI's full statement with this story on KCRG.com. In Iowa City, Chantel Navarro, KCRG TV9 News.